Emotion as you stand there now? Frustration?
100%. You see how we play the game, how we obviously having most of the ball and creating some opportunities. I think there was only one team I think that were trying to win the game, and unfortunately it didn't happen. But yeah, so that's why it's frustrating, because we want to win every game, of course, but especially if you play against a team like them.
What more could you have done?
I think make a better decision in the end.
Just that final third.
Yeah, sometimes we shot too easy, or could have, passed it to the overlapper maybe. But it's from the outside, it's very easy to, and for me as well, sometimes from the back it's easy to judge the situation. But I think the right decision sometimes was lacking. But yeah, hopefully we carry on, of course, and I don't doubt that either. But obviously it's frustrated because you were superior in all aspects and from the very first beginning, and they were hoping on a couple of counter-attacks to hurt us on the break. And yeah, in the end, they are buzzing with a point, and we are very disappointed with a point.
You said only one team was trying to win it. Did you expect them to be maybe as compact and deep as they were?
Yes. Obviously they're not in the best phase, so coming here then you wary of the threat that we have, but I want to look at my own side more or less, and we should have won it today, and that's a disappointing thing. But we have big games coming up, so we can't dwell on it too long, and we won't. We have to learn from certain situations. I definitely know that we will.
Did their form coming into this and what happened in this fixture back in March, did it create a strange feeling, expectation around the match?
That's all about, from the outside world, the perception that there was only one team that could have a positive outcome, I think, in today's game, and whether they won, lose, whatever. But for us, I think if I remember correctly, last year we didn't come in with a good feeling towards the Man United game, and we won the game convincingly, of course, last year. But last year don't count now, and this is a game on its own. There's always have been, because it means more. It means more to us, means more to the fans, and unfortunately we couldn't win.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello guys, and welcome back to another video. This is the Football Connect. I'm your host Sam, and we are back again with another one. So we were just listening to Virgil van Dijk talking about how we felt on the game and how things did not go according to the plan that they were really hoping for, the plan that Liverpool as a team were hoping at least to achieve. And you can see that to the end of the game, the things do not go according to what he was expecting. And it has to make sense, because they came up with a plan. They wanted to win this game, and I felt like our team let us down. I felt like, as much as what we did, because Manchester United only had to come up with, this was the only way they could approach this game, especially with what happened last season, with the way Eric Ten Hag received so much amount, so the amount of yellows or the amount of goals he received last time. I told people that the fact that Bruno Fernandes was not going to be in this game was actually going to be a low for Liverpool rather than actually a win. And we saw it today, because he was literally playing with the players who have defensive quality in the midfield. Scott McTominay, as much as he's scoring goals these days, he's a defender. He is a defensive midfielder. Amrabat and Maino, that's all that they offer. So what they were doing is to destroy and stop Liverpool from doing anything. Yes, of course, Liverpool were bypassing them. If they do that, the team was coming back and actually they were forming a low block and stopping anything that goes. So, to be honest, Liverpool has to hold this. As much as Virgil van Dijk is talking about this, they have to hold this. They just could not break this team, and they needed to break this team to at least try to get a point in this game. And now when you look at the game, how the game came to an end, they lost the game because they didn't finish their chances. So whatever that happened, it's up to Liverpool. They've got to hold this, because they are the ones who failed to do something. All the Liverpool fans, we came up with chess. We were talking crazy results, crazy predictions. But the more and the more we got into the game, the more started to become so clear, not only to Liverpool, but to the rest of the world that, I think a draw, that's exactly what was coming in this game. And now at the end of the day, when you look at it, we are all filled with anger and disappointment and all so forth and so on. It doesn't matter. It came out to a draw, and Manchester United win with this one. So there's a point that Virgil van Dijk said in this video, and he said the other team came in to try and play and win the game. The other team just came to try to survive in the game. And in fact, he said that there was only one team that wanted to win. The other one was not even doing that. They were just staying at the back. And it was just clear. What did you expect from United? What did you expect them to do? And I think one thing that I have to put some respect from them is that they managed to get into Darwin Núñez's head. I'm not saying that he's this lethal striker who's scoring goals for Liverpool. I'm saying that they managed to get into his head. Anyway, these things I'll talk about them when I'm doing my thoughts on the game. There's so much to talk about. I'm just going to be doing it very, very soon. Let me just finish with this reaction. So, Roy Keane is not happy with this words that I just told you. What Virgil van Dijk said. I'm gonna play something from Roy Keane. I wanna hear your thoughts in the comment section. Do you agree with the Manchester United legend and supporter at the moment, or what? Let me hear your thoughts in the comment section. Let's continue with the video.
Obviously, we heard Van Dijk speaking there. Obviously, a lot of arrogance coming out of him, dishing United like that. He needs to remind himself. He's playing for clubs who won one title in 30 odd years. He said only one team wanted to win. Man United buzzing with the point. Man United are in a difficult place. Like Liverpool have been in a difficult place for many a year. So maybe that bit of arrogance backfired on him today.
I don't know if it was arrogance personally.
That's arrogance. That's arrogance.
I just think
he said Man United were buzzing. Only one team came to play. Yeah. Listen, I've come to many times here when I was at United, when Liverpool in a tough place. And they were happy with a draw. Yeah, United will take them up. But
I think
to dish them like that, saying, oh, they're buzzing, only one team wanted to win. United had one or two chances. United are up against it. And sometimes players need a reminder when they're playing for clubs like Liverpool, and everyone's saying Man United are this and that. Yeah, United are in a bad place, but for many a year, Man United were in a good place. And you wouldn't be disrespecting clubs like he is.
I think he's not disrespecting a club. I think he's disappointed at how Liverpool have performed. Looking at the stats, looking at the way in which they controlled the game, I think he's thinking, well, if they had a higher line, if they had tried to maybe break us down, maybe we could have had counter-attacks. There weren't many counter-attacks for Liverpool today. It was mainly them controlling the game, trying to break United down. There were moments there where there were like 8, 9 people in the line on the edge of the box. So we're talking
That's
about...
arrogance.
It's not arrogance for me.
34
I don't think it's arrogance.
It's just frustration.
Yeah, it is frustration, but it's tone when he's talking about Man United. As if they turn up and beat Man United. Well, listen, we were all expecting the worst, yeah. But you still have to go out and do it. That's what great teams do. And that's what teams who win championships every year do. The Man Cities or the Man United or the Liverpool of the 80s. He's got to remember where he's coming from. Am I right? Liverpool once in 30 odd years they won the league.
1 in 33.
Right. He needs a reminder himself. Because sometimes you do get carried away yourself. Oh, we should be turning up and beat Man United. As I said, I can only go back on my own experience. We played Liverpool many a time when Liverpool was struggling. And Liverpool would take a draw and they'd be happy. I've come here and took a draw and be happy. But you wouldn't be slagging the team off going on.
What would you want him to say, Roy? What would you want him to say? Would you want him to say,
Don't
I'm happy with a point against Man United, who at this present moment aren't performing at the same level we are? I don't think he's disrespecting Man United, saying they're miles off the pace, the club's nowhere near it. He's saying...
They're buzzing with the draw. There's only one team we wanted to come and win.
We're at home. We expected to come here today and try and get a result. We expected them to come here with the notion of trying to win the game. I'm not saying Manchester United went out there and said, we're not trying to win today. But...
You find...
Interesting take from Roy Keane here, people. I really want to hear in the comment section, what do you think of what Roy Keane is saying here? It feels like Virgil van Dijk is being arrogant. It feels like Virgil van Dijk is forgetting who he is. Who is being arrogant here? Because as much as what Roy Keane is talking about, trying to remind the world that Liverpool has only won one title in the last 30 years, he's telling Virgil van Dijk to remember who he is. He's talking about Virgil van Dijk has to remember where he's coming from, the team he's playing from. in other words, it's like he's little broing Liverpool, he's little broing Virgil van Dijk. Because at the end of the day, whatever how you're gonna look at this one, the team between Liverpool and Manchester United, the team that is in trouble, it's Manchester United. Everyone has to know that. Everyone knows that it's Manchester United that are in trouble. But this guy feels like Virgil van Dijk was arrogant. In that earlier video that I just played you can go back and listen to what Virgil van Dijk said. I want you to tell me straight in the comment section, do you think Virgil van Dijk was being arrogant with the way he was talking? He was talking about how frustrating it was, that it was so difficult for them to try to create something, because the only thing that Manchester United came with was a roadblock. They closed, they did not open up everything that Liverpool were trying to do. There was nothing but a roadblock. And because of that, there were no chances that were created, and the team struggled to even try to create one single chance. And that's how Virgil van Dijk is talking about that. One other team came in to try and win a game. The other team just came to make sure that they stop another team from winning a game. They did not care what was going to happen. And like what Daniel Sturridge is saying here, he's talking about Virgil van Dijk is speaking out of frustration that they were in this game and they were trying to get something, but the other team never showed any care of trying to do something on the other side of the pitch. Because if I remember so well, Liverpool's defense was only playing on the side of Manchester United. And that's what Virgil van Dijk was talking about. It might, okay, according to Ray, it came out as arrogance. And the thing that I don't get now, for a person who's talking about somebody being arrogant, the fact is bringing up that this team has only won one title in their last 3 years. What does that have to do with today's game? What does this have to do with today's game? I don't get that. So that's why I'm asking a question to the world. Who's being arrogant here? Is it Virgil van Dijk or is it Roy Keane? Who is really being arrogant? Because when I look at it, when I put my Liverpool hat on as a fan, I'm looking at this and I'm saying that he's the one who's being arrogant. Why does he need to remind us that we only won our one title in the last 30 years? And the way he's talking about it is making a mockery that you have to remember where you are. Title-wise, when you look at how much the two teams have achieved, Liverpool and United are the biggest teams in Britain because we have achieved so much. And when we look at now title for title, you could even come up and say, okay, Liverpool has done better. So I feel like in terms of arrogance, it's actually coming from Roy Keane's mouth. I don't know if maybe I'm being wrong there. I want to hear from you in the comment section. Being arrogant right now, I'm seeing it coming from Roy Keane's mouth. Telling a player that you are not supposed to talk about how other people's game plan was never to win in the game. In other words, it's trying to silence Virgil van Dijk. That you have to remember who you are. That you were not winning in the last 30 years. You have to remember who you are. Who's being arrogant here? Who's being arrogant? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section as we listen to this part of this video.
You find different ways to win a football match. Just because you had 30-odd shots or loads of possession and corners, that doesn't win you football matches. We watch many a game here where a team would get one chance to score and we said, listen, they were clinical. And United had one or two chances towards the end.
Do you think they showed ambition, Manchester United, today?
No, I just thought they were under huge pressure and they sat in and they played to the kind of the strengths they had today. It wasn't great to watch Man United today, but like we said before the game, if you offered United a draw, they would have been delighted with it. And Liverpool would have been disappointed. But also arrogance comes into football, and it can happen where you go away where you're disappointed with a draw, but sometimes you have to go back and go, you have to take the draws. You can't win every game of football. Even if you have all these chances, the bottom line is, the most important stat is the scoreline. Every week we get stats thrown at us, possession. It's about putting the ball in the back of the net. That's why the strikers are vital. That's why they get all the big bucks. You've got to put the ball in the back of the net. So wherever but Man United buzzing or Man United this, Liverpool had opportunities and they didn't take them. That's their own fault. Nothing to do with Manchester United or the way Manchester United set up or Man United injuries or whatever it might be. And as I said, I've played Liverpool many a time, and let me tell you, they were pretty pleased with a draw. And you give them, you say, well, listen, fair play, no problem. So this idea, I didn't like his... I didn't like his message there.
You just didn't like it.
No,
You felt like he dissed Man United.
No, he
That's
did.
what it is, right?
Oh, he did.
That's got you a little bit.
Yeah, I think he's out of order. But listen, that's just.
I don't think he did. I don't think he dissed Man United. I think there's a level of respect there. I think there's respect. I think every footballer around the world has respect
But we can
for
disagree
Manchester
on that.
United. I'm not going to say dissing them. I just think he's disappointed that Liverpool didn't go out there today and do what they thought they would be able to do. It didn't work out for them. They tried their best. They couldn't break him down. Man United got a result.
But we see him against Arsenal, that's great, because maybe Arsenal might come and try and win the game, you know.
It is crazy the way it is really ending. You can really tell that Roy Keane is really angry then. You can really tell that the man would punch anybody right now at the moment with the way he's really frustrated with this. Yes, I understand that Liverpool tried their all. I understand that we had to win this game and we didn't. I understand that there was a chance for Liverpool to do something. It did not happen. They tried everything they could. They tried their best. They just could not do it. But I'm just refusing the fact that he's trying to call it as arrogance, the way Virgil van Dijk was talking. Virgil van Dijk is just talking out of the disappointment. He feels like his team did not really take the chances that they had. He's talking about how much he was frustrated over how the team could not take advantage of the opportunities that they had. They could not play at these things. Like what Roy Keane is talking about, the only important stat that matters is the scoreline. And the scoreline is still, at this moment, with the way it is like in Manchester United fans. And let us all be honest, whether he's going to like it or not, we all know that every Manchester United fan, every Manchester United player left in the Anfield ground excited and happy that they left with a point. So whether he's going to say otherwise or whatever he's going to say, we know that they are happy that they were able to leave this game with a point. So rather than what is happening here, I feel like Roy Keane, he's really, now this is what I have to say. I feel like he's really frustrated with the way his team is playing, and today, because of this ones, he doesn't want somebody to take a dig at what their club is going through. That's like a Manchester United fan telling you that you don't talk about my club because we have done better than you, we've won more things than you. And now I have to come to Roy Keane and say that, of course, Liverpool only won title in the last 30 years. When was the last time you won your title? It's almost 10 years. So another of the 10 years that just passed, you'll be in the same box as Liverpool. That's why I'm saying that it's a situation of disrespect in both sides. In fact, when we look at real arrogance, now he's the one who's showing arrogance. So I feel like, he has to understand that there was no, in that video that Virgil van Dijk was talking, I did not feel at any point he trying to show any signs of arrogance when he was talking about Liverpool. He talked about how he was frustrated over the game, the way it went on. I actually feel that the arrogance came from Roy Keane with the way he was talking. And that has to be a fact. Yes, the way that you would come and draw with Liverpool, and the Liverpool will be well pleased with the draw. And I remember those years. And we are happy that we are in these new years as Liverpool fans. So rather than to be like this, you should be talking about how happy you are that you managed to get a point at Anfield rather than to do whatever now. Now it's telling us that maybe Arsenal want to win a game, but I just feel like, I think he is being too soft. That's the only thing I can say. To be honest, I feel like Roy Keane is just being too soft, as well as being arrogant on top of that. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section. I've been your Sam, and I'm out. Click the like button, subscribe to the Connect. My thoughts on the game is coming in few minutes right now, people.